Hello students. So today we are going to start the third chapter of class 9 ICSE physics, laws of motion. This is the first video. Before that we have studied in details about motion, equation of motion, graphical representation of motion, and today we are going to start this chapter. Now this chapter, the first term, the first thing that we are going to discuss today is what is force. What is force? So what is force? We'll study. Before that, let us see what are the effects of force. Means what force can do. What force can do. Okay, effects of force. So when we apply a force on a body, what can do? It can do. It can, first thing it can do is change the state of rest or motion. Okay students, what force can do? Force can change the state of rest or motion. Force can change the state of rest or motion. That force can do. That is the effect of force. Second thing means what? If a body is in the state of rest, suppose it is lying here, I flip it, it will start moving. Or suppose your friend is going on bicycle, you pulled him, the cycle stopped. So this everyday life, whatever we do, pull, push, squeeze, or stretch, that is what? Whenever we are doing any of this thing, pull, push, squeeze, stretch, we are applying force. So main thing is what? Pulling and pushing are examples of force. So if you want to change the, so if you apply force, then what will happen? The change of state of rest or motion. Second thing, what force can do? Force can change the shape and size. Means what? If I apply force on a body, then what will happen? The size may change, the shape may change. That is what? Change the shape or size of the body. Okay? So if we sum up these two terms, what we are getting, or you may add one more thing, change the direction of a moving body. Change the direction of a moving body. As in the game of football or cricket, a ball is coming towards you, you kick the ball or you hit the ball by bat, the direction changes. So that is what? The force. So these are the effects of force. So if we sum up, we will get the definition. Why? So force is an external agent which can either change the shape, either changes or tends to change the state of rest or motion or shape or size of the body. So a force is that physical cause which changes or tends to change either the shape or size of the body or the rest or motion of the body. Okay. So this is the definition we are getting. The force is an external cause which can change either the shape or size or rest or motion of the body. This is the definition of force. So what force can do? Force can change the shape or size of the body. Force can change the state of rest or motion of the body. And this is the effect of force. Now we are dividing force into two types. Contact and non-contact. So what is contact force? Contact forces are those forces where there is a physical contact. See, before going to this, you keep in mind, whenever we are talking of force, it means that there are two bodies. You cannot push yourself. You cannot pull yourself. So whenever I am applying, whenever I am talking of force, means what? There is one body. Suppose this is a block. Now, if force is applied on the block, means what? If force is applied on the block, what does it mean? It means that इट कैनॉट अप्लाई द फोर्स ऑन इट्स ओन। अभी अपने आप को तो मूव नहीं कर सकता, इसके ऊपर फोर्स कौन अप्लाई करेगा? कोई एक्सटर्नल एजेंट। तो व्हाट इज व्हाट आई मीन टू से इज, जब भी फोर्स का बात आता है तो समझ लेना वहां पे दो बॉडी है, एक बॉडी जिसके ऊपर फोर्स अप्लाई हो रहा है और दूसरा बॉडी जो फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहा है। ओके, तो इफ these two bodies means the body which is applying force and which is on which the force is applied are in touch, are in contact, तो अब हम लोग क्या कहते हैं उसको? कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्सेस। क्या कहेंगे उस फोर्स को? कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स। जैसे मान लो पुल पुश, तुमको कोई चीज पुश करना है, ठीक है, हमको इसको पुश करना है, तुमको तो टच करना होगा ना, हमको इसको टालना है तो भी टच करना होगा, ये क्या हो गया? कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स। कोई चीज को निचोड़ना है, स्क्वीज करना है, स्ट्रेच करना है, रबर, वी हैव टू स्ट्रेच रबर बैंड, तो वी हैव टू टच इट। तो दीज आर एग्जांपल्स ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्सेस। अदर एग्जांपल, जैसे मान लो यहां पे ये बुक, ए बुक इज लाइंग ऑन द टेबल और ब्लॉक इज लाइंग ऑन द टेबल, द वेट इज एक्टिंग डाउनवर्ड, वेट किधर एक्ट कर रहा है? डाउनवर्ड। और ये टेबल क्या दे रहा है? एक नॉर्मल रिएक्शन फोर्स दे रहा है। तो दिस नॉर्मल रिएक्शन फोर्स इज गिवन बाय द टेबल ऑन द बुक इन द अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन। ये भी क्या हो गया? कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स। अगर बुक टेबल को टच ना करे तो नॉर्मल रिएक्शन मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा। कब मिलेगा? जब बुक का वजन, वेट, व्हेन द वेट ऑफ द बुक इज ऑन द टेबल। ओके, सेकंड थिंग, अब सपोज इस ब्लॉक को हम टान रहे हैं, या आई एम पुलिंग द ब्लॉक, then what will happen? Then one force will come into play which will try to oppose the motion, उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? That is called the friction force. तो friction force is what? If whenever there is a motion of one body over another body, then there is a force which tries to oppose the relative motion between the two bodies. So friction force is a force which tries to oppose the relative motion of two bodies, that is called friction force. तो friction force और normal reaction force और क्या, pull push जितने भी होते हैं, they are all examples of contact force. अच्छा, let me give one more example that is in the book, that is called the tension force. अब ये टेंशन क्या होता है? सपोज हम एक, ये कोई सपोर्ट से, मान लो सपोर्ट से हम एक रस्सी को हैंग कर दिए, तो क्या होगा? ये रस्सी ऐसे स्वे करेगा। ओके, नाउ थिंक ऑफ द सेकंड सिनेरियो। इन दिस स्ट्रिंग आई एम टाइंग अ लोड, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? देन इट विल बिकम टाइट, स्ट्रेच। तो लोड वेट इज एक्टिंग डाउनवर्ड। व्हाट इज बैलेंसिंग दिस वेट? ये तो रस्सी टूट के नीचे नहीं गिर रहा है ना, तो इसका मतलब इस वेट को तो कोई फोर्स बैलेंस कर रहा है, नहीं तो फिर तो ये वेट का टूट गया था। वो वेट कौन सा है? दैट वेट इज टेंशन फोर्स। व्हाट इज दैट वेट? टेंशन फोर्स। तो टेंशन फोर्स इज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन द स्ट्रिंग एक्टिंग अपवर्ड, which is actually balancing the weight, and due to this tension force the string will become tight. It will become tight. Why? It will not become loose like before. It will become tight because of this tension force. So these are some examples of contact forces. Now let's come to the non-contact forces. Non-contact force क्या होता है? तो मैंने कहा था भी कि दो बॉडी चाहिए, one body on which force is acting and the another body on which the force is, which is giving the force. When these two bodies are not in touch, is it possible? Yes, possible. If I leave this marker will fall down. Why? Because earth is attracting. तो क्या अर्थ इसको टच कर रहा है? नहीं, ये तो बहुत हाइट पे है, हम 10 तला बिल्डिंग को छत पे से गिरा सकते, कोई चीज नीचे गिरे तो क्या वो दो नहीं हो, तो अर्थ उससे बहुत कुछ हाइट पे है, तो there is no contact between the, who is pulling it down? Earth, obviously. But is there any contact with the earth? No. So this is called what? Non-contact force. Okay? तो non-contact force का मतलब क्या होता है? The force in which the two bodies, वो कौन सा two body? The body which is applying the force and the body on which force is being applied are not in contact. They are called what? They are called this type of force is called non-contact force. ऐसे वैसे हम लोग कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स में तो बहुत एग्जांपल देखते हैं, पर नॉन कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स का 3 मेन एग्जांपल है. पहले तो मैं बोल ही चुका हूं, ग्रेविटेशनल. ओके, not only the earth, you have studied that moon is attracted by earth, sun attracts the earth, so these are all examples of gravitational. Sun is attracting the planets, these are all examples of gravitational, but there is no contact, is it? Sun is not touching earth, okay, so there is no contact. That is called what? Non-contact gravitational force. Second thing, you have seen magnet can attract small pieces of iron from distance. Suppose तुम्हारे पास एक strong magnet है, उसके पास एक दूर से ही वो क्या कर सकता है, strong piece of iron को attract कर सकता है. तो that is called what? So magnetic force is also a non-contact force. And third type is what? Electric force. Okay, we have studied opposite charges attract each other. Means electric force are what? They can attract each other or repel also. Opposite charge attract, same charge repel. This we have studied. Okay. Now magnetic force and electric force are of two types: attractive and repulsive. But gravitational force is always what? Attractive. ये हमेशा क्या होगा? Attractive होगा. Magnetic force you studied in lower classes, in class 9 or lower classes, that like poles repel each other, unlike poles attract each other. Here also like charge repel each other, unlike charge attract each other. So here we have two type of forces, but here there is only one force. Acha. Now we are going to, so till now we have studied what is force and what is the effect of force and what are the types of force. But who gave the term force? The term force was coined by our famous scientist Sir Isaac Newton. He has given us the 3 laws. You must have heard Newton's laws of motion. First law, second law and third law. In this video today, we are going to discuss only about the first law, Newton's first law of motion. So our next topic is Newton's first law. Very simple law. He has proved that if no force is acting on the body, then the body maintains its state of rest or uniform motion. Okay. So if no force is acting on a body, then what will happen? Suppose, let us consider 2 cases. A body is in rest and a ball is rolling on ground. Okay, let us consider 2 cases. This is any block, wood, book, whatever, on table, whatever, and this is a ball rolling on ground. Now no force is acting on both of them. Here also no external force is acting, here also no external force is acting. Then what will happen? Then according to Newton, if no force is acting on it, then this body will maintain its state. Means it will be here also. Suppose you keep the book on the table and go home and go anywhere, and after come back you will find the book there only if no one removes it. So that is what? The body is in the state of rest. Now come here. What about this? Here he told that if this body is moving in such a way that no force is acting on it, then the body will be moving in a straight line. So there are 2 properties: constant speed and in a straight line. Means no change in direction. Okay? So speed will also not change and direction will not change. The body will be going in the same speed in the same direction. Okay? So this is the concept of when this thing will happen? When no force is applied on the body. Okay? So what is the first law? The first law is that according to Newton's first law, you can find the definition in the book, that if in absence of any external force, a body either in the state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line maintains the state. Okay, so maintains its state. So in absence of any external force, a body remains in the state of rest or in the straight line motion in the same direction without in the absence of force. That is the first statement. Okay, now from this first law, he gave us one more term that is called the inertia. Now what is inertia? Let's see. What is actually inertia? Whenever we want to change the state of rest or motion, we have to apply force. So inertia is actually the inability of the body to change its state. A body cannot change its state on its own. Why? Because it has inertia. So inertia is the inability of the body or resistance of the body to change its state. And if we want to change the state, let me tell you one thing. Whenever in this chapter I say state, I mean rest and motion. Okay, don't think of solid, liquid or something else. Okay, so here's state means what? Rest and motion. So whenever I want to change the state of the body, I have to apply force. Why? Why? Because I have to overcome the inertia. Because I have to what? Overcome the inertia. To overcome the inertia, I have to apply the force, and that force is this. So inertia is the inability of the body, or you can say resistance of the body to change its state. Okay? And this depends. I said there are two types of inertia. Inertia of rest and inertia of motion. What is inertia of rest? If a body in the state of rest continues to be in the state of rest until and unless an external force is applied on it. Okay? If a body is in the state of rest, then it will continue its state of rest until and unless an external force is applied on it. That is called inertia of rest. For example, suppose there are many examples you can find from the book. Suppose you are in the game of carrom board, you put the coins one after one, and if you hit, only the lower coin comes out and the remaining coin will come back to the position. This is because of inertia. And inertia of motion is what? If a body is in the state of motion, then it continues to be in the state of motion until and unless an external force is applied on it. This is called inertia of motion. When we jump from a moving bus or train, then what we do? We run with the bus or train for some time. That is inertia of motion. Okay, and then we stop. That is the example of inertia of motion. So in this till now we have studied. One more thing. Inertia depends upon mass. Okay, inertia depends upon mass. What does it mean? If the mass of the body is more, then obviously you have to apply more force to overcome the state of rest or motion. So inertia depends upon mass. Okay students, so this was just a preliminary video. In the next video, we will discuss more about the Newton's law and the numericals. Okay students, have a nice day.